Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Superego and we are back with Alien Isolation. So in the last video we powered up the terminal, we restored power to this is actually a terminal, and now we can go down. We can go down and open that door, but anyone who's playing this game, keep an eye out for these terminals. I don't think they're very hard to miss, but I mean, I'm a massive Markiplier fan, and when I was watching him play this game, he missed so many of these. To me, they stick out like a sore thumb. Basically, they update your map as you move around the game, like that. As you move around the game, you will fill in your map as you explore. So if you're out in a corridor and there's a door on your map, you won't be able to see the room, but if you go through the door into the room, it kind of fills it in as you go. These terminals will fill in areas of the map that you haven't been to yet. So if we have a look, okay, why have I got no map? I've done it. Why have I got no map? Oh no. Oh, is this because I'm on Nightmare? No map. That is evil. Oh, bugger. Right, okay. No map it is then. So yeah, if you're playing the game on anything other than Nightmare, look out for those terminals. If you're on Nightmare, you're fucked. I'm fucked. So this door has opened. Excellent. More flamethrower fuel. Nothing. So that's Sevastopol Station. I think I said in the last video that before I powered up this area you couldn't see that. It looks like on the video you can, although for me it was a lot darker. Let's just boot the way it records. Right, so 0340. Right, so we got our first item blueprint. So the med kit needs an SCJ injector, a compound B, and a bonding agent. So you see, as I'm clicking on the icon, it's using up what I've got in my inventory. Same with this. Now, you have a limited number of resources you can carry at any one time, as well as a limit to the number of crafted items you can have. So here I've got one med kit. The maximum I can have is 6. Once I've got 6 med kits, I can't make any more. However, you can technically have an extra item as a backup. See, down on the right hand side, I've got, what was that? Bonding agent, I think that bottom icon was. At the moment I have got a bonding agent that I could use for a med kit, but I haven't got an SCJ injector or any compound B. That's why they're in red. If I've got 6 med kits, technically I can't actually make any more med kits, but I can still commit the item ready to be made. So if you've got no space in your resource inventory to pick up things like bonding agents and sensors, but you're full on your number of med kits or number of flashbangs or whatever, or even if you're not full but you haven't got enough to make one, you can still commit the resource to the blueprint to free up some space. So if you're standing by, for example, a bonding agent and you can't pick it up because you're full on bonding agents, look at your blueprints, see if there's any blueprints that you can commit a bonding agent to, so that you can then pick up the bonding agent in the level. Saves you wasting resources, and it's something I'm going to rely on heavily during this playthrough, because it's Nightmare. I'm expecting the resources to be a lot scarcer. Sorry if that was a bit weirdy. It makes sense to me. got onto it quite early when I started playing this game when it was first released. And I work in a shop that sells video games, and whenever anyone buys Alien Isolation, I always tell them that. It's like, make sure you look at your blueprints.
What the hell happened here?
Because, I don't know, it's something that I would have... Had I not been aware of it, it's something that I'd be quite grateful of being told. Zing zang! Right, so this has all been blocked. I remember the station was in the middle of being decommissioned when the shit hit the fan. Right, so we need an ion torch to get through that door. Something to come back to later. That's another good aspect of this game, is the Metroidvania style exploration, the way you've got a relatively open game and world, but certain areas you can't access right away. Gives you an excuse to come back later once you've got the tools to access those areas. Like, this is another example. We need an ion torch to get through into this room. And most of these are optional. Some of them are required. But a lot of them are optional. And if, depending on how good your eyesight is, you can see in there on that console it says USCSS Nostromo. That is an audio log from the Nostromo. Which was picked up by Sevastopol Station. So technically the audio is 15 years old, since that's how long Amanda's mother has been missing.
The turrets. I'm here. I'm right here. Verlaine!
Right, so those shutters coming down tells us one of two things. Either whatever has terrorised this station has figured out how to use consoles and push buttons and use levers in a very intelligent way, as opposed to randomly pressing and bashing things. Or, the more likely explanation, someone on the station doesn't want us contacting our ship. Right, so we just restored some limited power, and that door's now open for us to go through. And we got a little arcade. If I could, I'd just hide here for the entire game, but it wouldn't be very entertaining or compelling a watch. So let's crack on. What could that have been?
Jones, today's update. After numerous demands, Marshal Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
Oh, that... I've never actually bothered to look at this. That image on the left looks like it could be a child's drawing of an alien. A scary thought. Right, more emails. Zoe, I'm sorry, but I won't need you to come in next week. As you know, the store's been in trouble for some time now, and I couldn't hold off the creditors any longer. There's just no one coming to Sevastopol anymore. It's not just us either. It sounds like the whole station is in the red, and they're pulling the plug. Gonna sell it off for scrap, I guess. I was speaking to one of the engineers, and he reckons they'll announce it soon. I'm telling you this so you don't stick around looking for another job. Sevastopol's finished. Time to move on. And that's from Harper. To all Spaceflight Terminal employees, in the interest of public safety and the prevention of panic, it must be made clear to all potential passengers that there are currently no scheduled flights leaving Sevastopol, nor ships available. The Colonial Marshals are investigating problems on station and will update accordingly. From the Office of Marshal Waits. What is Apollo? Apollo is the central AI that monitors and provides guidance for all the Sikhs and working Joes on Sevastopol. Apollo also oversees all communications on the station, so wherever you are, you know you're in safe hands. Sikhs tomorrow together. Another quick save before my egg gets chomped off. Right, so we are going down.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
So there's a way out down there. We've just got to get to it. Some kind of cleaning robot. Oh, I see there is a light there. I was going to say, what's lighting that up? There's lights on the floor. Definite footsteps. This is where things start to get interesting. Can't see a bloody thing. I mean, that's the idea, but doesn't mean I've got to like it. Oh joy. The skulls. The bodies.
That's gotta be the exit up ahead.
So, I need to find a maintenance jack. Or a man called Maintenance Jack. Try not to walk over the bodies of the recently deceased. That's a motto to live by if ever there was one. I just heard a cat. That was a fucking cat. That was well a cat. I've never heard that before. That was a cat meowing and then, like, something shutting it up. God, I've never heard that before. What are you looking at? Is that money? So we need a maintenance jack for that. Plasma torch for that, so we needed an ion torch for those doors earlier on. We need a plasma torch for that one. And an ion torch to get in there. What the hell are they in there? They look like Molotov cocktails. So we've restored the power, so we should be able to get through that door up the stairs through here. Yep, fucking hell. Fuck the police. Another save point. Oh, wish you could turn that light on. See who's winning.
First, it's Turner. Got to deal with that wasted asshole again. This time he nearly wrecked the door with a maintenance jack. Guess he figures it's safe here. Wants to lock himself in. Screw him. We got too much to worry about without babysitting drunks. Anyway, I threw him in the evidence lockup. Let the son of a bitch sleep it off.
So that was a message from Turner to Harris. Blood. Maintenance jack. Obviously in Alien it's a ship. It's basically a cargo, a big massive cargo truck in space. Obviously in Aliens you get a bigger feel for the kind of corporate vibe going on with the company, with Weyland-Yutani, and that's kind of echoes in a lot of the environments here. Aesthetically it's still Alien, but the corporate vibe is more of an Aliens thing, particularly at the beginning of Aliens when Ripley's on Gateway Station and she's got a hearing for blowing up the Nostromo essentially. So you got like boardrooms and things like that. And then when in Aliens when they arrive on LV-426, you've got like corridors kind of look like this, doors look like this, you know. This is all, it's all got a similar artistic and architectural it's the same kind of architectural and artistic feel to it. But obviously on LV-426, the colony's very run down, and just this kind of water running here, again, like while this is primarily influenced by Alien, I get such an Aliens vibe from this kind of thing, and it's just awesome. Absolutely awesome, the attention to detail.
Oh, fuck.
Look, it's maintenance Jack. Right, so we got a vent. And I'll quickly mention the vents. Obviously, they look the same, they open the same way as they do in Alien. The sound isn't quite right, though. If you go back and watch Alien and look at the scene, I wouldn't say the scene, the part of the movie where Dallas goes into the ventilation system after Brett gets killed. The sounds that the vents make are much creepier in the movie than they are in this. It's kind of like a it's awesome. It sounds almost like living and like biological rather than mechanical. It's brilliant. There's actually footage online of an early build of Alien Isolation when the game was third person, and the sound for the vents opening, that is spot on. Check it out.
I think I need this more than you do.
Hello? I want to make a complaint to the highest authority, okay? My name is Zachary Watson. That's Watson. You get
Of course,
that?
there's maintenance Jack.
My complaint is this.
Can't see anything on these shelves.
Fucking marshals. They should be protecting us. It's their job. Something's on this station with us and no one knows what it is. No one fucking knows. They put braces on the doors. Lockdown. You know, to keep something out. I'm fucking terrified. I'm fucking... Shit. It's so cold. I don't think this fucking thing even works.
We are being followed. Now, at this point, when I first played this, I came back in here and I looked down through these windows. I looked down at that doorway. Now, I don't know what it was. Obviously, I've already been through there, but when I was in this room looking down at that doorway, I was terrified. The way the light to the right of the doorway is drawing your attention to it, and I'm up here, relatively out the way as far as down there is concerned. I'm quite out the way. There's tables that it looks like you can hide under, although you can't. There's a locker. There's other rooms through there that I could run to. I was sure something was going to come through that doorway. I don't know why, but I just had this overwhelming sense of dread that something was going to come through there and it wasn't going to see me, giving me a chance to hide. But it never happened. Now, I'm not saying the game was ruined because of that. It's just something that popped into my head. But my god, that would have been awesome. So, there was one or two rooms through here that had a brace on, wasn't there? There was at least one. Yeah, it is. Ethanol. Could use a stiff drink right now. And these workbenches remind me of Dead Space. You get the those like upgrade nodes you find throughout the game that you can use to upgrade your weapons and your rig, basically your suit that you're wearing. They didn't have these kinky retro magazines though. Or one of the best looking calculators I've ever seen. Yeah, looks like the rig. I mean that seems kind of strange, me saying the Alien Isolation, even if it's in one very small, minute detail in it. To say that Alien Isolation reminds me of Dead Space, which itself owes a heck of a lot to Alien. Yeah, it's torch for that. What the fuck was that? Torch for that. Yeah, so that's all we can do here. So we can progress through that main door. What the fuck is that? Oh! I thought that was a person. I thought that was a fucking person or something. It looks like a person, like a body and a head. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm walking on people. Let's listen to this.
Harris, this is Turner. I found the last power coupling. Took me a while, but it's off now. Just fitting the last security brace. Come find me when you've shut yours down, then we can get the hell out of here. Jesus, man, I'm hearing noises everywhere. Every creak and... Just hurry the fuck up, will you?
So another message from Turner for Harris.
Stay still.
Okay.
Now turn around. Come on!
I'm Ripley.
Where'd you come from? Ripley?
Off station. A ship.
There's no ships here!
There are now.
Well, that's good news. Because things are not so good here. Something blue just now. Rocked this whole place.
I saw it.
But lady, that's the least of our problems.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay. What's your name?
Axel.
I was boarding with 2 colleagues. EVA. We got separated by the blast. Can you help me find them?
Why?
Because you seem to know your way around.
No, I mean, why? What's in it for me?
Placed on the ship.
How do I know I can trust you?
I need to find comms. I need to contact my ship.
This is your lucky day.
Let's go, sweetheart. Seeks and comms is in the Systech Spire. It's quite a distance, but we can get to a transit through the freight area. But watch yourself. We can get into all sorts of trouble there, okay?
Okay.
Come on, I don't want to stick around here long.
Alright, it's not me, it's the bloody animation. I can't make it go any faster.
Is that you following me back there?
Had to keep my distance. Can't take any chances. Stick close to me.
What?
Hey, don't move.
Okay. We're not looking for trouble. Who are you?
I'm John. This is Ringo.
They're just some assholes. We haven't got time for this. Come on, Jana.
We're trying to get to comms. Can you help us?
We don't need their help.
Don't tell them anything. Look, I've got the elevator working. Jana, let's go, okay?
I'm sorry. Good luck.
Little Beatles reference there from Axel.
What the hell was that about? Why are you so damn aggressive?
Everyone's running shit scared. Keeping to their own. Safer that way.
And I'd just like to say I don't appreciate being called Ringo. No self-respecting scouser wants to be referred to as Ringo.
I hope this ship of yours is the real McCoy.
No, I'm the real McCoy. Right, I think we'll wrap it up for there. We'll wrap it up there for this video. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the nitty-gritty now. But for now, I will say tatty bye.